in poorer countries, there is a real financial challenge to developing any energy source, including hydropower, because governments don't have enough funding. Now, the one source of funds which we're told there's billions, if not trillions of dollars available, is to mitigate climate change, to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Now, hydropower is good for that. But then we're also told that a whole lot of climate funds refuse to fund hydropower because they say it's bad for the environment. And I say, look, if you're into carbon mitigation, reducing carbon emissions, for goodness sake, either you're a climate fund or you're not. But if you are a climate fund, you really should be funding hydropower and not blacklisting it, which is what's happened. One of the challenges that we've faced is financial. Part of that is because a lot of the development finance institutions, the World Banks and the rest, have been under environmentalist pressure, refused to fund hydropower or made it very difficult to do. This is changing now, and this is why it's important coming to China to talk about what is necessary in terms of funding to enable hydropower to be expanded. And we're not saying don't have environmental protection, don't have social protection, but what we are saying is there is a need for long-term sustainable funding at low interest rates, public finance kind of funding, and suggesting that new donors, new funders like China should be looking at that option as some contribution that they can make, a new and very important contribution that they can make. Look, I think it's important that IHA takes the lead as a hydropower association in challenging the funders who put money on the table for climate change mitigation to put their money where their mouths are. But IHA is always going to be accused of having vested interests. So I think it is important to build a constituency that recognizes the contribution that hydropower can make, and that will continue to make this case in a much wider group. But let's start it here. I think there was a very positive response. I think people recognize the challenge. The question is what to do about it. And this is the right place to start that discussion.